Hey, seniors, how you doing? Today is Tuesday, March the 29th, and let's take a look at what we got going on today. Today, we're going to start reading this first passage from 1984. Again, this is the opening of the book. Now, we are not going to be reading the whole book. We're just going to be looking at specific pieces. This week, we're going to be working on characterization. And when we think about characterization, we're thinking about how does the author reveal information to us. Now, we have talked about before that there's two types of characterization or two types of clues that the author gives us, direct and indirect. Direct is where the author specifically tells us something about the character. He's 49. He's 6'3". He works at this job. He is wearing these clothes. He speaks with this drawl or accent. That is direct. And that is when the author specifically tells us exactly what we need to know about the character. Indirect characterization is where the author gives us some clues and we have to infer what that means. Now, it could be when we see the character the way they're dressed. And, if it says, the character shows in wearing dirty jeans that are ripped, mud at the bottoms, and his shirt is filthy. Okay, so we might start to draw some conclusions. Well, he just got off of work. He works a manual labor job outside in the mud or something, right? Maybe we're saying, well, he's poor, he's destitute, he comes from, he's homeless or something, and these are just hand me down, hand me down, hand me down clothes. So we don't get specifically what we need to know about the character from the author. We have to guess. Now that does present a problem in that our perceptions might not match up with what the author perceives us, so we have to take a lot of other kind of clues. So that might be the setting, that might be the tone, that might be some other pieces. So we have to put all those things together. That's characterization, and that's how we understand the characters that we're seeing in the story. As you are reading passage number 1, we want you to be thinking about these questions here on this form. Just some very specific things to be looking at in the first 3 paragraphs. And we want you out of this to be looking at, okay, what do we know about the character? What clues does the author give us? So let's give 3 examples of imagery that reveal these characteristics. And then what do we learn about this? This is not a TPAC. These are just some thoughts. We also want you to give us some things that you saw about the setting and about the tone. That will come out of the first 3 paragraphs in this passage. We will read the whole passage. We want you to read the whole passage, but this is just the opening bit. Okay. There is no grade for any of the work today. Today is just to kind of make sure that we have everything together for you. We will be going over some of these pieces. So if you're not with us, there's nothing you will need to make up. But as we are going through this, we do want you to be practicing these characterization skills. We're going to be doing that the rest of the week. Okay. And if you have any questions, please make sure you're reaching out to Miss McGuire. Good luck, everybody.